You know how they say that the devil knows everything that the saint knows. The reason why the devil knows everything that the saint knows is because the devil studies the saint. The devil has been studying the saint for hundreds of thousands of years. So the devil knows the gospel just as well as the saint knows the gospel. This is why we are here. This is why we are under this dome. This is why we is in this experimental lab. This is why we in hell. Because you got the Christ that is inside of this dome. And you have the Antichrist that is inside of this dome that is studying the Christ. So the fact that the Christ is the divine source itself, the devil is trying to be like the Christ. But the devil knows that he could never be like the Christ. So if he can study the Christ and mimic the Christ to a T, he can actually fool the people into thinking that he is the Christ. So this is why I've been trying to tell people for years that we spiritually got to know who we are, where we are, and why we are here. Because we are being studied. Because we have the devil that is in this dome with us that is studying us to the T. And honestly, we have more NPCs. We have more clones. We have more people under MK Ultra than we actually have divine source beings down here. And right now, the devil is studying us because the devil knows that he will never be like us. But the devil is fully aware that if he can pretend to be like us, that he can get power, because at the end of the day, the divine source, those people that got that energy in them, they belongs to the divine itself. But the devil does not belong to the divine source. He can mimic all day. He can look like it all day. He can act like it all day. But at the end of the day, he is not a part of the divine source. Now you see why we are living in this hell that we are in. Now you see why your memory was wiped away from you. Now you see why you was in this body of a shell. Because even though we are in this body of a shell, we is in the midst of this firmament, and a lot of our powers was taken away from us. They had to do this because if we had everything that belonged to us, we wouldn't be here, because we would be who we really are. We would be where we supposed to be, and we will have all of our powers. So even though our powers is stripped away from us and we still don't remember, the divine energy is still in us. That is something that they can't take away. So if they make us forget who we are, even though we still have the power in us, but if they can make us forget who we are, they can study us. And the fact that we are dead and we are deaf and dumb, we don't understand why we are here. We think that we are being punished when indeed you are not being punished. You are here because you are a supernatural being and you have supernatural powers. You are the divine source itself. You are the Christ, and you are being studied because you got beings that is down here with us that is trying to be you. And in order for them to study you, they got to completely make you dumb. Because if you was fully aware that you were down here being studied, if you was fully aware of why you were down here, you will brutally attack the people that has already been attacking you for hundreds of thousands of years. This is why the spiritual is the real, and the physical that we are living in is all the illusion. This is why me and millions of other people is encouraging people to get to know who you are spiritually. Get to know who you are. Because once you get to know who you are, you're going to understand who you are. You're going to know who you are. You're going to understand why you are here, and you're going to understand where you are. Right now, you is being experimented on because you got being that is trying to be like you. You have to understand that you are the God. You are the source. You are the Christ. You are the divine consciousness. You are in the image of all of that. And you got people down here that is not. But the fact that they can't be you, the fact that they will never be you, they have to study you to be like you.